Breaking news. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria have issued a 72-hour ultimatum to federal government of Nigeria to arrest Asari Mudejabale Alhaji Dokubo, the good head man. Problem, no they finish, my wonderful people. Dear friends in the house. On our way down, no, happy weekend to you all and happy Saturday. I just say make I use this one. Make I take cool on our mind because whether or not you're here today from this very news, your head must surely shake and your ear must surely tingle. Just hold on to your faith and follow me in this journey because this is the Ubonga channel that always on point, telling you what you need to know, what is happening, what have happened, and what is going to still happen in this contraption called Nigeria. Because I can't see in a country that claims to be practicing democracy or in a country that practicing the respect for rule of law, we see somebody like Asari Dokubo, a non-state actor, brandishing AK-47 at a live video, threatening a region that is old enough. Not even a region that sold his forefathers into slavery. Now he come out to threaten that same people that he will keep on selling them the way his father is being sold the IGBOS in those days. Forgetting that he is an Igbo from Abia State, Afaruku. Even he's a close brother, a very close brother to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. He don't know his trajectory. Now he is about to hear the good news of his life. Since people like Dan Orasi come out to mention Asari Dokubo, where he came from, and how his forefathers being sold to that Kalabari kingdom or whatever it's being called, or to Ijo. Since then, Asari Dokubo have kept mute. He says nothing again. Asari Dokubo, there's a word that says, he who fetched anti-fested firewood invited lizards for dinner. Asari Dokubo, you don't buy market, you. You don't buy market. The way you are going to come out from this is what I don't know. But you have touched the tiger's tail and be ready to face whatever that comes out of it. This one now is not the Igbo, so this one is not the prominent Ohanese or Biafra or IPOB. This one is Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria calling for your arrest in the next 72 hours. So the worst is about to come to you. You think that it's all about making mouth or brandishing AK-47 on a live video. If federal government fail to honor this ultimatum, then we will know that they are the one that sent you for what you are doing. My wonderful people, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share as we are about to go straight to the reason why we are here this Saturday morning. Do not hold the dial. Let us move ahead. The federal government of Nigeria has been issued a 72-hour ultimatum to arrest the former Niger Delta agitator, Mujahidi Asari Dokubo Alhaji, the good head. This was the position of the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, who has threatened to embark on a nationwide should the federal government fail to do so. Niger News learned. The group, in a statement on Thursday by its national coordinator, Emmanuel Onwubiko, said it will mobilize its members to embark on a nationwide protest across all 30 states of the Federation if the group's demands are not met. The group said Asari Dokubo must be arrested by the Department of State Service DSS, any other relevant security agency over his suspected link to the violent phenomenon of unknown gunmen in the southeast. The Nigerian government must arrest Asari Mujahidi Dokubo now, or the federal government is indirectly tasking Igbo youths, lovers of Igbo, and all groups that support the well-being of the Igbo people to begin peaceful protests simultaneously. Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria is giving President Bola Tinubu 72 hours to order the arrest and investigation of Asari Dokubo over his suspected link to the violent phenomenon of the non-government in the southeast. Or Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, we call our members for a protest in Abuja next week over this very matter. Illegality must not be allowed to continue while the security agencies pretend not to know or willfully not to take action. Asari Dokubo must be arrested. This one is where the Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, this is their stand, and it must be so, because an Igbo man from a man from Igbo extraction, Igbo Najayo Estate, just made mention of IPOB. He will invite IPOB to Lagos to come and guide them and guide their businesses, since the Lagos state government and the federal government is not doing anything about it. We are having on daily basis being tormented, molested, burning of our markets and killing of our people in Lagos state. That is the only statement he made. Not that he have invited them all. Now they are charging Nwagu, somebody Nwagu, is a Igbo Najayo Estate of terrorism or treason. Asari Dokubo brand AK-47, not one, not two, in a live video threatening to kill the Igbos. He made mention that he is the reason why Imo State, Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, and other parts have not had peace today. Anambra State is precisely. And the federal government, every security agency is mute over its statement, waiting for the Igbos to say anything, and they will go after the Igbos. It seems like the federal government of Nigeria or federal government of Nigeria don't want peace, because if they want peace, they would have gone for the arrest of Asari Dokubo, a non-state actor for that matter, that has hold any political position or whatsoever in Nigeria. Then what is the immunity that is covering Asari Dokubo? That is the question we are all asking here. If the federal government failed to do so, that means indirectly they are the one that invited Asari Dokubo to Asari to make all those scandalous and humongous statements concerning the Igbos, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and what Biafra represents. We are waiting. 2023 election, make on hear how Nigerian police was busy targeting the journalists, covering what is happening, then allowing the thugs to operate freely on the day of election, so that it will most surely fall to the candidate they all supported. Let us see what happens. 2023 election, Nigerian police targeted journalists, documenting evidence while allowing political thugs to operate freely. European Union, they are the one that is bringing this report. Make on hear them there now. European Union says Nigerian police ignored us, disrupting and wreaking havoc during the 2023 general election, but clamped down on journalists helping to report and take evidence of violence during the elections. This was stated in the European Union's final report, Election Observation Mission Nigeria 2023, released on Thursday. Law enforcement agencies failed to prosecute persons who attacked, intimidated, harassed, or obstructed journalists, period 2, on and after both election days, the European Union reported. The European Union Election Observer Mission observes confirmed multiple incidents, including involving media. Several attacks occurred in plain sight of the police, and in some cases, the police detained the journalists who documented irregularities, but not after attackers. Okay, not the attackers. It clearly evidenced the absence of actual practices for protection of media practitioners. In a viral video on March 16, Musiliu MC Oluomo Akensanya threatened Igbos who will not vote for his party, the All Poverty Congress, to stay indoors during the March 18 governorship election. In crude enforcement of MC Oluomo threats, APC thugs roam freely on Lagos streets, threatening those who will not vote for the APC from coming out to exercise their civil duty. People's Gazette reported the European Union also debunked claims that the Nigerian 2023 election was free and fair, saying the elections were made by violence and bloodshed, with at least 74 persons killed in 101 violent incidents, the source has disclosed. So, my wonderful people, around here and know from the horse's mouth. Yet, the so-called Okoye, who is working with the INEC, are still brandishing on every media outlet, telling us that the election was free and fair. While the people they invited as observers from the European Union have said it is never fair, neither it is free. Anyway, my wonderful people, let us proceed with other news we have in this very Saturday morning. Please, do not touch the dial. Go on with me in this advocating for good governance in Nigeria and Africa at large. In case you don't know, we are still on the process of the president of the Fulani government of Nigeria choosing his ministers. So make you hear this Ondo APC chieftain, where his name be Ronald Ogunleye, reveals how the so-called president of the Fulani government of Nigeria, how he will choose his ministers. Let us proceed, my wonderful people. A chieftain of the All Poverty Congress, APC in Ondo State, Chief Ronald Ogunleye, has revealed how President Bola Tinubu will choose his ministers. According to the chieftain of APC, Tinubu will appoint his ministers based on the principles of equity, justice, and fairness. Even if that person is not qualified, he must be appointed, according to him. Nigeria News report that his submission comes as the whole nation anxiously waits the presidency to announce his ministerial nominees, which is going to happen anytime soon, or maybe we can wait for until the end of this year. Ogunleye, in a statement on Friday, said the Nigerians should not judge Tinubu based on the appointment he has made so far. He knows that the process of appointment is going and it is being done as the need arises. According to Ogunleye, he submitted the Tinubu I know is a just and fair person. He was in the Senate while I was in the House of Representatives at the Third Republic. Coincidentally, we belong to the Social Democratic Party SDP then. He is a very experienced politician, a Democrat who believes in equity, justice, and fair play. The president has merely appointed his aides and the service chiefs. There are still many appointments to be made. At the beginning of this republic, during the regime of President Obasanjo, Ekiti got special advisor and Ondo got senior special advisor. Ekiti got full minister. Ondo also got full minister, while Ogun got minister of state. So it is too early to conclude that Ondo state has been excluded. Appointments made so far are being done gradually and on a need basis. Of course, Ondo state did well by voting for President Tinubu impressively in the last election. I am sure the president believes in equity, justice, and fair play or fairness. Speaking about the health of the Ondo State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, said, I sympathize with our dear governor at this time and I wish him quick recovery. I must state that the governance is a centennium, as the governor has constitutionally transmitted power to his deputy and the state legislative arms is functioning very well. If you say when they are going into office, let their head status be ascertained, the conclusion will be, it's not the head that is ruling, it's the mindset, it's the brain, making all sort of nonsense excuses. Look at somebody barely, even I think maybe 1 week to his the inauguration, he fall sick. Now he's being treated himself outside the country with the taxpayers' money of that same state. Tomorrow now they will say, oh, his long absence from this thing, from whatever is being called, is the reason why he didn't perform well. It don't happen now. Make sure watch waiting to happen. And I see how the whole thing they play out. Sick people, go back home and treat your own sickness. They say no, unless with taxpayers' money. The money they keep swindling at their youth age till today, they're still swindling the country of that same money. On our way done. Make sure Yarabo, the president, he don't go visit to south. Why his vice now have went to visit the north? Abeg, who is coming to visit the southwest and the southeast? Those people are not among the Nigerians. Anyway, let's see. Let's not complain. Let's assume it is too early to complain. Let's keep on to know exactly what is happening. Vice President Shetima in Sokoto to visit Sultan of Sokoto. Vice President Shetima Kashim on Friday arrived in Sokoto State on Salah's home homage to the Sultan of Sokoto, Mohammed Sa'id Abubakar. Nigeria News record that Shetima was in Lagos State yesterday to attend the reception organized by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Speaking at the palace of the Sultan, Shetima stated that the loyalty of the President Bola Tinubu led administration for the traditional institution across the country. The Vice President said the present administration in the country has high regard and respect to traditional rulers in the country. He said the special visit was directed by the President to convey his Salah greeting and best wishes to the Sultan of Sokoto. Your Eminence, we are here to seek your blessing and greet you as a loyal subject to the traditional institutions. We will continue to respect our traditional leaders. We are always loyal, and our respect to the institution is unshakable, according to Shetima, he said. Securing Nigeria a challenge, but achievable. Ex-Defense Chief Irabo, you are there in the office. How many years do you stay there? What did you achieve as an defense minister or chief of army staff or whatever they be? You are being called. Until now, you have left the post. You are telling them that is to defend, to show Nigeria is a challenge, but achievable. While in your office, in the past either 4 years or 8 years tenure or whatsoever, you couldn't do anything. Nonsense set of people. But outside the office now, you begin to run your mouth. Nonsense. The immediate past chief of defense staff, General Rocky Irabo, has acknowledged the difficulty of ensuring security in a diverse nation like Nigeria, while also stressing that it is not an insurmountable task, according to him. His remarks came during his farewell speech at a pulling out ceremony held in his honor at Mogadishu Cantonment in Abuja on Friday. The former defense chief lauded the sacrifices made by the armed forces, noting that the debt owed to the men and women in service can never be fully repaired. I'm leaving the armed forces today bigger and stronger than I met it, Irabo said, expressing his satisfaction with his military service. Irabo urged the Nigerian populace to abstain from actions that could weaken the military, emphasizing its crucial role as a symbol of hope, unity, and stability. He also expressed confidence in his successor capacity to exceed the records set by the armed forces so far. The event was attended by senior military officers, former chief of defense staff, the former secretary to the government of the Federation, Boz Mustafa, and the governor of Delta State, Sheriff Obovori. Irabo was appointed as the chief of defense staff by former President Muhammadu Buhari in 2021, succeeding General Abayomi Olunisaki. His tenure ended on June 9, 2023, when President Bola Tinubu introduced new service chiefs, nominating Major General C.G. Musa as the acting chief of defense staff, subject to confirmation by the National Assembly. According to Kano State government, he said, and I quote, "I have no regrets demolishing illegally acquired properties." Kano governor defends himself. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf of Kano State has said he has no regrets demolishing properties that were illegally sold or allocated by the Abdullahi Ganduje administration to individuals and cronies. He declared that the recovery of public properties carried out by his administration will continue until all the assets are restored for the benefit of the good people of Kano. Yusuf stated this on Friday while receiving the Emir of Kano, Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, along with the district heads and members of the Emirate Council who paid him a Salah homage at the government house as part of the Eid Kabir celebrations. Imagine Emir of Kano going to meet governor of yesterday. Respect Ananan, but if it's an Igbo man now, Like P2B, if P2B go to Kano now, they will say, oh, why P2B did not go to pay homage to somebody that is senior? But look at this. Anyway, I have no. Let me reserve my comment so that tomorrow they will not say, Mata Padiano okay. In a statement issued after the visit by his spokesperson, Hashim Habib, the governor appreciated the emir and members of the Emirate Council for their visit. He said, Your Highness, it is important for the Emirate Council to know that we embarked on the demolition exercise to reclaim public properties that were illegally acquired, and we will ensure that all such properties are restored for the benefit of the good people of Kano State. He further highlighted the achievement of his administration in the past 31 days, including paying NECO fees for 55,000 secondary school students, amounting to 1.5 billion naira, restoring street lights and reducing cases of phone snatching in Kano metropolis. Other achievements mentioned by the governor included resuming the screening process for awarding foreign scholarships to Kano indigenes with first-class degrees, ensuring prompt payment of salaries and pensions, and the evacuation of thousands of tons of refuse in the city metropolis. Earlier, the emir stated that the visit was to celebrate Eid Kabir with the governor and assured him of his readiness to offer advice that will be of importance to the development of the state. He also called on the government and well-to-do individuals to assist the less privileged in mitigating the effect of fuel subsidy removal. Inspector General of Police takes action against policemen who cross citizens with a car in Edo State. Wicked word. Wicked word. You caught a man, a fellow human being, put handcuffs in his hand, as if that one is not enough. You drop him on the main road and use the car he's driving to crush him. What a wicked word. What will trigger this action? I cannot say. Nigerians, which way forward? The impunity keep on growing day in, day out, simply because those people who have done this in the past, there's no any concrete punishment being given to them. The wickedness keep on growing day in, day out. We are complaining of a bad government. We are complaining of kidnappers. We are complaining of a hike in everything. We are also dodging from police, immigration, even common man no war now. The citizens of the country is afraid of them. What a word. The acting Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has summoned some policemen of the Edo State Command over an incident in which they ran a vehicle over a citizen. The IGP ordered the affected officers to report at the force headquarters in Abuja on Monday for further action. Egbetokun, who condemned the action of the policemen which occurred in Ekpoma, Edo State, urged members of the public to remain calm and law-abiding as the police authorities handle the matter. At the end of the day, nothing will be done to this police officer. That is the problem. Tomorrow, they will come back and do the worst one. The affected officers had earlier been arrested and detained in Edo. The action taken was made known in a statement on Friday by the first public relations officer, CSP, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, which reads, the AG, Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Adeolu Egbetokun, PhD NPM, has condemned the disturbing incident where a police team ran a vehicle over a citizen on Thursday, June 29, 2023 at Ekpoma, Edo State. The IGP has therefore directed the erring policemen who have been in detention in Edo State to report to the force headquarters, Abuja, on Monday for further action. Members of the public, particularly the people of Ekpoma, are implored to remain calm as the present leadership of the NPF will not condone such an act of unprofessionalism and illegality. Earlier, Nigeria reported that the first public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, has called for urgent action after the disturbing video of a police officer in Edo State crushing another man with his car went viral on the internet. In the video making rounds on the social media, a yet-to-be-identified policeman was seen in the driver's seat of a car as he crossed another man with his vehicle. Though the circumstances that resulted in the action are not immediately clear, the man was lying down in front of the car while the other police surrounded the vehicle, and suddenly the driver put the car into motion. While those standing by attempted to halt the car's movement, the driver continued and ran over the man. The man is said to be battling for his life at the hospital. Reacting to the incident, the first public relations officer said what happened is simply unbelievable, strange, and unpoliced and unprofessional as well. Anambra gets new police commissioner from where? From Aderemi Adeoye. This one is a Yoruba man. A Police Service Commission, PCS, PSC, has selected CP Aderemi Olufemi Adeoye as the new commissioner of police for Anambra State. CP Adeoye replaces the former commissioner CP Echeng, who was promoted and moved to Zone 9, Umuahia, as an assistant inspector general of police. Ikechukwu Ani, the head of press and public relations at the Police Service Commission, made the announcement to reporters in Awka on Friday. And he also mentioned that the commission has approved the appointment of 7 other police commissioners across different states in the country. The statement titled Police Service Commission approves appointment of 8 Commissioner of Police, Commands Acting Inspector General for gender sensitivity, draws his attention to 15% geopolitical spread. The statement reads, the Police Service Commission has approved the appointment and deployment of 8 commissioners of police to state commands in the country. The commission also commended the acting Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, for adhering to his latest police policy on gender sensitivity in his recommendations. The commission, however, expects that the Inspector General of Police in his subsequent proposal will include more officers of Northeast and Southeast geopolitical zones that are yet to record the benchmark of 15% as decided at its last plenary meetings. The newly appointed State Commissioner of Police, Godwin Agbolao, now Commissioner of Police, Borno State Command, Adelesi E. Oluwarotimi, Commissioner of Police, Kwara State Command, Adebola